yesterday, or? Oh, that's just the person. Christian, how are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing?
Huh?
No, but some people look good like that. Like, I don't think I would.
I don't know about that.
I think we should try it.
Let's try it, huh?
Stop! How are you? I know. How are you doing?
Embrace it. Just go for it. That's where we are.
We wouldn't watch one of those kids.
Good morning. How are you?
United, but and now it's just walking under him.
What's up, yo?
Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. U.S. Soccer and the Development Academy welcome you to Premier Sports Campus for match day 2 of the 2018 Development Academy Girls Winter Showcase. Today's match features the Under-17 Midwest United FC taking on the Under-17 North Carolina Courage. And now, U.S. Soccer and the Development Academy presents Midwest United versus NC Courage. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the United States National Anthem.
Welcome to match day 1 of the Girls U.S. Soccer Development Academy U-16-17 Winter Showcase as Midwest United, the first team in the Mid-America Division, is getting set to take on the North Carolina Courage, currently second in the Southeast Division. This is a match of two teams coming into Florida on hot streaks as the North Carolina Courage, winners of 5 of their last 6 and unbeaten in their previous 3 matches, while Midwest United comes in unbeaten in its last 8 with a record of 6-0-2, its last loss coming all the way back on September 16th, 2-1 against Cincinnati Development Academy. In fact, those 2 matches, the only 2 matches that Midwest United has dropped points all season, as the side from Grand Rapids, Michigan, comes in with a 7-1-2 record, 31 goals for, the 7th best offense in the Development Academy, and just 10 goals against. Taking on a North Carolina Courage side that is 5-2-0, but their last game was all the way back on October 28th. Didn't get to play in November because of bad weather conditions up and down the East Coast, so they are just rearing to get right back in it. Well, this Midwest United side is looking to continue their run of fine form, as it will be Midwest United in their all-white kits with blue numbers and blue hoops around the top of their socks to get us underway. They'll be attacking from left to right across your screen. North Carolina Courage, of course, the senior side, back-to-back reigning NWSL champions. They will be attacking from right to left. So the referee gets us underway, and the U-16-17 Girls U.S. Soccer Development Academy Winter Showcase is alive and well and kicking once again in its 2nd annual event here at the beautiful Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. As this is one of just 318 Girls U.S. Soccer Development Academy Showcase matches taking place across the U-15, a pilot U-16 group, and this U-16-17 age level, and then the U-18-19 age group as well. 66 Girls U.S. Soccer Development Academy clubs are here. 212 unique teams across those 4 age groups, as it's the Courage who's on the ball with Shay O'Malley. Has been called into national team camp, Shay O'Malley, and this one is off of her, and it'll be a throw-in for Midwest United. Grand Rapids Club finished 2nd in the Mid-America Division last season, only behind Nationals, which was the team that ended up going to the finals in the U-16-17 level before losing to Real Colorado in the final. Scored 113 goals last season, well on pace to repeat that feat this season, as this is a vaunted Midwest United attack. And Bennett looking to get the early cross in, but it went over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for the NC Courage. Courage have given up just 10 goals in 10 games so far this season. Or excuse me, have given up just 9 goals in 7 games so far this season with 3 clean sheets. Is O'Malley. Courage looking to run. And Hunting will get it back to Sutton. Midwest United has a really exciting front three in Eliotto, Brittany Probst, and Anna Bennett. They're so good at interchanging positions fluidly and constantly moving around. None of them have a set starting point, and they cause a lot of chaos for defenders. Really dynamic. Brittany Probst has 5 goals in her last 4 games, the number 23 for Midwest United. There's an opportunity here as it's Dalton. And the center attacking midfielder wins the first corner kick of the game for Midwest United. Dalton's been flying at the moment. 9 goals in her first 10 games. Not only the ability to score all different types of goals, Dalton, but to find killer passes to create as well. It's a good corner kick in, and it's pawed away by the keeper. As this will go out for a goal kick. Emily Allen, future UNC Tar Heel Allen. UNC, of course, making it to the final of the College Cup. Work to do here. Bennett plays it to the back post. And this one drifting out of bounds for a goal kick. That's how quickly they can break, though, Midwest United. So it will be another goal kick for Emily Allen. That's good shielding by the Courage on the far side, and they'll maintain possession in midfield. Sapienza dispossessed in midfield. Clipped out, looking for the run of Hunting. Intercepted by Tolentino, but won back. And this is Bennett. Bennett with an opportunity. First touch a bit too heavy, and the Courage able to overtake. Tolentino, such a good player one-on-one. A nice ball slid into the pocket. And this looking for the run of Tolentino, just a bit too far ahead of her, and it will go out for a Midwest United throw-in. Flighted over to the far side, running out of room, NC Courage. It'll be a throw-in for Midwest United. It's a good ball over the top from Dalton. And the cross comes in. It's looking for Bennett, unable to bring it down. And this one will glide all the way through. Tolentino will get it back. O'Malley gets it inside for DePerno. Slides it back out for Tolentino. This good pressure was being applied by Alexis Hunting, forcing the ball back. Now Sapienza. It's in a battle with Matai. A great job by the Courage to find their way out of pressure. Tolentino So dangerous, taking in players one-on-one, and she slides it through for the run of Sapienza, but getting across is Stella Sutton to make the challenge. So it'll be a throw-in for O'Malley. One back by O'Malley. Tolentino. Lofted into the box and headed away by Sutton. Still work to do to get it clear for Midwest. And it's one back by Sarah Arnold. Great shielding from Arnold. And she'll guide it back. This is DePerno, who's played up with the 19s this season. Little touch on for Humbert. She has her pocket picked, and it's United to go the other way. And that ball looking for Dean a bit too far. And Arnold will get it back to her keeper. Well, that's a great outlet ball from Allen for O'Malley. Back for DePerno. I was looking over the top of Quinlan, wasn't making the run. And back to tidy up for Midwest United is Stella Sutton. Sutton's lane cut off by Quinlan. Quinlan trying to turn. And she doesn't win it, but she does get the first corner kick of the game for the Courage. So it's excellent work from Riley Quinlan in her first season in the Development Academy. Came in for high praise from head coach David Madron. Said she started with the NC Courage in one of their lowest tier teams, worked her way up into the Development Academy from the second tier team last season and got her chance and has taken it with real aplomb. So this ball comes to the top of the box. And the Courage will recycle their runs. Sapienza trying to chase it down. This will be a throw-in on the far side for Paige Goldthwait, a player who was in a U-16 national team camp last year, Goldthwait. But it's United to go the other way. One right back by Courage. That's a great ball out from Quinlan. And the cross is over everyone and out of bounds for a goal kick. This match being watched by plenty of college coaches who are lining the near side sidelines for our camera's purposes. Over 400 college scouts registered for both the Boys and Girls Development Academy Showcase in total. You add to that the 44 U.S. Soccer Talent Identification Scouts that are in attendance as well. And a real opportunity for these ladies to put themselves in the shop window with not only with college teams, but with the national team as well. Midwest United with a free kick, a dangerous position, not in terms of shooting, but in terms of sending the ball into the danger area, and Dean going for the flick on. Flag stayed down, wasn't able to get anything onto it, and it bounces into the arms of a grateful Emily Allen. That could have been a lot worse than it looked. In the end, seemingly innocuous. Allen's drop kick, well, it almost worked out for her. Unable to track it down was Paige Tolentino. Arnold will get it back. Salas. I love the Courage commitment to building out of the back, making sure they find ways to get out of traffic, break the pressure, and then look to go forward. So it was the right idea there, just a bit too far for the run of the outside back O'Malley. So the throw to be taken by Hunting. One back by O'Malley, and this is Tolentino. 3 white jerseys converge on her, and this is Otto. Reverse ball into the path of Bennett. Has Dalton flying into the middle, tries to find her, but the cross too close to the keeper as Allen was quick off her line. It's an NC Courage side, which is without Elena Rouse, who is with the U20 women's national team. They'll be in action here at the Premier Sports Campus tomorrow at the start of the Nike International Friendlies. And we'll have that match for you on US Soccer's YouTube page and ussoccer.com. That's starting at 6:30. They're also without Catherine Groff, who's playing up with the U19s today for the NC Courage. DiPerno looking for options. We'll slide it into the middle. Quickly stepped in. Otto. Oh, she took one touch too many. She had Probst free on the far side, but instead it's the Courage to go the other way. Look at how quickly United get around the ball to try and win it right back after losing possession. But able to get away from that pressure is the Courage, and they will get it back to Salas. Haley Salas. DiPerno. Oh, she's looking for movement up top. Instead, we'll swing it out to O'Malley. Arnold. Go back to her keeper, making Otto chase. Salas. Humbert. Salas gets it inside for Goldthwait. She hooks it to the outside. Great job of breaking the lines by the Courage. The long ball knotted away. And that's a beautiful turn as Bennett gets it inside for Dalton. She tried to swing it to Probst on the far side. Probst able to win it back. Bennett making the run through. Instead, she was trying to thread it for the run of Otto. The Courage back line has dealt well with it. Bennett's making her way into the box, and the header clear from DiPerno. Well, it might fall for Probst. She shows for the shot, and it will be out for a goal kick as it looped over the crossbar. That's that front three of Midwest United for you, though. Constant interchanging of positions, confusing that back line, who's bended but hasn't broken here, as it remains 0-0 early in the first half. Goal kick won by Dalton. Driven clear. The foot race is won by Matai. Sapienza chasing. Dean was looking for the through ball of Bennett. And Bennett just unable to keep it in. Good hustle from her. She looped her run a bit too far for me. It was a great idea, but she came back around. If she had made that turn a little bit tighter around the back shoulder of the defender, she might have been able to catch up to it. Still a great idea, though, from Bennett. As the Courage to look to break through the lines once again. Head coach David Maturin, in his second season with these U16-17s, after switching over from the boys' side for the first season of the Girls Development Academy, said that last year his side was great at possession in this part of the field from box to box. It was in the final third where they struggled a bit, though, so this year they've been working a lot on giving them ideas and patterns of play for that last final part of the field. so that they can fashion a few more chances, and it's worked out for them, as they had 20 goals in 7 games coming into this one, and have only been kept off the board twice so far this season. This is the reputation they want, though, the Courage. The ability to dominate possession with intelligent decision-making that creates these goal-scoring opportunities. So they did such a good job last year at the first part. Now just adding that final piece here this season. Dickema. Ball looking for Otto on the far side. As poked out of bounds by Goldthwait. That's a good run across the top. Shot comes in, and Allen will take it at full stretch. DiPerno. Tolentino. It was a great job not to allow her to turn from Hunting. Sutton's pass is picked off. Sapienza in a battle with Sutton. Pokes it only as far as Quinlan. And put O'Malley into an awkward position, but she did well to deal with it, as she had the defender draped all over her, and Bennett does win it back. And still going is Bennett, as she'll slide it through. Otto on the chase, or Dalton rather, but quickly off her line to smother the ball is Emily Allen. Well, just a bit too much mustard on that ball. But it was a great idea to slide that one through for the run of Otto. And now Bennett is in. Perfectly weighted ball to her this time. Bennett trying to cut inside, and it's good defending as it's hooked clear. Sent back in by Hunting. And the offside flag is up. So it'll be a free kick for the North Carolina Courage. So we're nearing the midway point of this first half. Couple of attempts on goal, but really nothing to bother Emily Allen at the moment. Had to get down on one occasion. The other end, it's been a quiet day so far for Isabelle Okorofo, Kentwood, Michigan native, making her 10th appearance, but getting her 2nd start and goal today for Midwest United. As it'll be a throw in for O'Malley. It was inside. Quinlan wasn't wise to it. Dickema will get it out wide. Tolentino. Hunting did well to hassle her and force it back. And this is Salas. Had Abbott showing outside, and now she'll use her. This is Annabella Abbott. And the defending done by Emma Famulak. Thrown for Courage. That's good support play from the Courage. A great job of reading the passing lanes and stepping into them from Midwest United as they look to hit on the break. That ball a bit too far ahead of Arnold. This is Probst. Passover seasoned, and Salas will come back to mop up for the Courage. Humbert. O'Malley. Nil-nil in the 21st minute. The Courage looking to change that. And Tolentino put on the afterburners, but unable to catch up to that pass. Now the passes from the Courage on those through balls, just a bit off kilter. The ideas are there. The last few ones have played with just a little too much pace. They're able to maintain possession though, as Quinlan muscling her way through. Gets back for O'Malley. Probe steps in. Dalton's pass is intercepted by Salas. Arnold. DiPerno. Rolled back for O'Malley. Good step from Probst. And good talk from DiPerno, telling Arnold to turn into the space, and now she has time to pick out a pass, as she does quite beautifully. Well stepped in though. Dikema. Dalton. Oh, she's so good at pulling the strings in midfield, Dalton, and then add to that the fact that she has 9 goals in just 10 games coming into this. And you see why she's so highly rated. Goldthwait unable to keep it in on the far side. And Eliotto unable to keep it in. So it'll be another goal kick for Allen. This is the 8th game of the season for the North Carolina Courage. The head coach David Maturin said he's been really pleased with the progress of this group and how they've incorporated the style of play that they want to. He said their goal in every game is to impose their style of play on the opposition by dominating the ball. They've had the majority of possession here today. I think Midwest United will be okay with that as they look to break a lot quicker, get that ball forward, a bit more direct. So they're a side that's not worried with dominating possession per se. It's more as they are of how can they get the ball forward in as few passes. Their head coach Tony Deacon saying that the one thing he loves about this group is that they just love to train, and they are very coachable, love to learn and work really hard to incorporate all the ideas that Deacon and his coaching staff give them. He said when you're a coach, as long as your players give everything they have, that's all they can ask for. He said this side is a really close-knit side, and one of the reasons for that is that his staff made sure that as they went from the single age group into this double age group, the U15s, to combining to the 16, 17s, that they did a lot of off-the-field bonding experiences, and the girls really took to that. I've talked to a lot of pro players who said they try and do the same thing. I once had a left back in the USL tell me that one of the reasons he has such great chemistry with his left winger was because the left winger at the very beginning of the season invited him over, and they hung out off the field at least once or twice a week and really helped their chemistry on field. As Dalton slides this ball through just a bit too far for the run of Probst. And there's that understanding that's been forged throughout the first part of the season for Midwest United. The only thing that's thwarted them is that Emily Allen is so good at reading the game and knowing when to come off her line for the Courage. So O'Malley will get this throw in. Hunting. Probst rides the challenge of DiPerno. Into the channel for Bennett. Has Otto to find in the center. Hoist it to the back post. Otto's there. Just couldn't get her jump in time. Mistimed. Otherwise, that could have been 1-0. She climbed the ladder just a half a second too soon. Still great buildup from Midwest United, but it remains 0-0 midway through this first half. It was a great run, though. She drifted off the back shoulder of her defender at the far post. And what a cross that was from Bennett. It's good strength in midfield to keep possession from Sapienza. Broadcaster's curse as she loses it out to her opposite number. Dikema was looking for that ball in the box. It allowed it O'Malley to get a foot in. Great tracking back by Hunting. Now she's going forward, steps inside the challenge of O'Malley. Couldn't get by Arnold. Bennett looking to run. O'Malley trying to apply the double team. Takes the inside route. Otto skipped through her legs and cleared away. Good defending by Abbott on the far side, and she'll guide it back to her keeper. Look at that for distribution. Just couldn't quite pop it over the head of Dean, but Carolina will maintain possession. Well, no free kick, says the referee, much to the chagrin of Tony Deacon over on the far side. Will be another goal kick for Allen. Hunting back to her keeper, Sapienza, forcing the misclearance. Great tracking down by Emily Sapienza. Quinlan over the top. And Sapienza just unable to get to it in time. As quickly off her line is Okorofo. What a great ball that was, though, from Quinlan. Bennett. One back by Arnold. Rolled along for Anna Abbott. Good one-touch passing from the Courage. United doing well to keep their shape. O'Malley. Oh, great build-up from the Courage. Sapienza to get on the end of this. And it falls for the shot, but just over the top from Paige Goldthwait. And that's the best spell of the game and attack for the North Carolina Courage. O'Malley, Salas, Abbott. Slides it inside for Humbert, out wide for Goldthwait. Has Sapienza to find in the middle along with Tolentino. Goldthwait elects to cut inside. And she'll go for the shot. And it stings the gloves of Okorofo, who did well to get across her line. Otto chasing, and her pressure does enough to win the throw-in for Midwest United. Dikema was looking for the flick on. Humbert. Arnold loses out. This is Dean for United. Dean taking the space in the corner. She skips by the challenge of Abbott. Gets back onto that favorite right foot, goes for the cross. Cleared out only as far as Dikema. She puts it back into the danger area. Tapped out for Dalton. And she'll have a go. Oh, it's a good hit from Dikema. Too close to the keeper in the end. But there you see the interchanging of positions confusing the Courage back line and the broadcaster. And it's one back. It's the center back Sutton who's remained up. Sutton gets onto it at the end line and loses her footing. Unlucky, but a great run into the channel from center back Stella Sutton as she stayed up for that attack. And it's really good when you have a center back who can step up and provide that pressure in the midfield. Sutton staying very high. Now she'll retreat back to her center back position. A great job by Dikema, who is providing cover for her as she commits what I believe to be the first foul of the game. So not only has this been a very fun tactical battle to watch, as well as very clean technically, it's been a fair one as well, as we've only had one foul. Otto overtakes. This is Dalton. And textbook one-on-one defending. Tolentino. Dave Maturin said, she's such a good outlet, Tolentino. Is able to win the ball like that and then open up spaces off the dribble. And right away, she looked to the weak side. She's so good at playing those passes out of pressure. And when you have 3 or 4 players converging on you like Tolentino did there, that means that you're going to have numbers in another part of the field if you can find that outlet ball. And Tolentino certainly did that, but it's United charging down the far side. Good defending from Salas, and it's going to be a throw-in for Midwest United. Looking to extend their unbeaten run to 9 games, Midwest United. Came in with a record of 7-1-2, but 6-0-2 in their last 8 games. Hadn't played since November 10th, Midwest United. That was a 4-0 win against CSA Impact. But then again, they're facing a North Carolina Courage side that hasn't played since October 28th. And that was a 5-3 win against United Football Academy. Well, they're waiting for the run of the outside back Hunting. And that's great defending from Arnold. And still having to go back with it is Dikema. Now she spins. Slots it inside for Dalton. Dalton, Probst wants it. She's in. Offside flag stays down. Tremendous save from Allen. Bennett gliding past challenges. Puts it in the middle. Over the head of Probst. Punched away. And Allen just unable to get her head on it. Courage flying forward. It's a 2-on-2. Tolentino looking to take her defender on the dribble. That is great defending from Matei. And Matei gets it inside. Not only tremendous defending to wait for the heavy touch, get her foot on the ball, but then use her body to shield it off and find the outlet pass. But it's the Courage going forward again, and this will be easy pickings for Okarofo. Oh, good attacks at both ends. Oh, what a punch away that was by Emily Allen. And then Otto was able to get her head onto it, but couldn't direct it goalward. Good win on a strong challenge from Bailey Humbert. Flighted over to the near side for O'Malley. Into the channel for Tolentino. And coming across is Matei. Tolentino wins the battle. Dangerous cross. Nobody on the prowl at the back post, but the clearance right back across the face of the box. And this is going to be a free kick as O'Malley is brought to ground. Otto, the guilty party on that one. And this poses a triple threat. Sarah Arnold could, of course, put this one on goal. She could look to clip it to the 5 runners who will either go to the penalty spot or the back corner of the 6, or she could lay this one off short to Paige Tolentino, who's all alone to her left. And there's nobody for Midwest United who's watching her. Oh, Tolentino's wide open. The player on the edge of the box is gonna have to break if Arnold slides it to her. Arnold goes directly for goal. Nothing to concern Okorofo in the end. Otto. On a nice step from Matai to get away from Tolentino, but then she gives it back to DiPerno. And Sutton will be whistled for the challenge on Sapienza. So a free kick for the Courage as they look to break the deadlock in the 39th minute. It's Arnold who's over the ball again. The Raleigh native has 4 players queued up at the top of the box. And the ball's in deep. All it needed was a touch. Okorofo standing strong in the Midwest United goal. And now the break could be on for Otto, but that is quickly culled. Not able to catch up to it is O'Malley. Throwing quickly taken. Probst flying up the near side. It was a right idea looking for the run of Otto. Too much mustard on that one. And it goes all the way through to Allen, who quickly rolls it out to the far side. And a good job by Bennett to apply pressure. Just unable to keep it in, and it will be a throw for the North Carolina Courage. Oh, what a great ball that was, though, from Probst. Otto, Dalton, Otto continued to run. Otto, what a challenge that was. Salas had to get it absolutely right. Otherwise, it could have been a penalty and possibly more. But instead, it's 0-0 and the Courage to go the other way. Spectacular sliding challenge in the box from Haley Salas. Dikema. A great job by Otto to hold her run. The assistant referee disagrees with me as he puts his flag up. I thought she had waited till just the last second on the last shoulder of the defender. The assistant referee definitely has a better view, and it's going to be a free kick for the North Carolina Courage. Inside for Humbert. Sneaks through for O'Malley. Patient in possession, the Carolina Courage. Abbott. North Carolina will continue to chisel their way down the far flank via the throw-in. Of course, the North Carolina Courage, back-to-back NWSL Cup champions. David Maturin said, it's so great having that team at the top of their academy pyramid. And before the season starts, a lot of times the players will come in and train with the academy teams as they get ready for preseason. And then a lot of the U19s get to go up and train with the first teams. Tremendous experience for them. couple U19 players even went down for the ICC championships that the North Carolina Courage won here in Florida. Players like Zambroni have come in and spoken with these girls as well, so it's an excellent example for these players to see professionals and how they live their lives and what it takes to play the game at the highest level. Dikema. 42nd minute. Dean. She's looking to engineer something at the top of the box. Gets it inside for Probst. Probst skips by the first woman, couldn't get by the second. It's another slaloming run from Tolentino to relieve the pressure. Stella Sutton with time. One played behind Bennett on the far side. Brought down by Dean. Dikema. Matai measuring one up. And the offside flag is up, so it wouldn't have counted. Yeah, it goes out of bounds anyway. It's up to the referee whether it's going to be a goal kick or the free kick for offsides. Believe in this case, the whistle had gone, so it will be the free kick for offsides. So we're into the dying embers of this first half. 0-0 between Midwest United and the North Carolina Courage. Two teams on hot streaks. United coming in 6-0-2 in their last 8 matches, currently atop of the Mid-America Division. The North Carolina Courage second in the Southeast Division, winners of 5 of their last 6. And no score, but it's still been a very entertaining game here. So this will be a throw-in for Hunting. Out of Adam, Michigan, Hunting. Nice short ball played in from Dikema. Dean muscled off the ball. Quinlan. Abbott making the run. Able to get it forward for Goldthwait. Looking to go over the top. Perfectly measured ball for Tolentino. And she measures up Hunting, driving right at her. Tolentino gets the cross off. Still something might be on here for Goldthwait. Still fighting her way through. And Okorofo will gladly fall on it.
I think they have a board.
Brought down by Arnold in midfield. As Dean hassling her. Arnold creates a little bit of space. Now Dean closes her down and wins it. Bennett takes the inside route. Can reverse it back to Dean if she wants. Also has Probst coming in. And she took a bit too much time on the ball. And now the Courage have a chance to go the other way in the final minute of the first half. Slipped through, but Goldthwait wasn't making the run. And Sutton has to be careful as Sapienza's charging her down. And she'll roll it up the line. Somehow it stayed in. 1 minute of stoppage time. Can either side find the breakthrough?
The referee has added a minimum of 1 minute of stoppage time to the first half.
Well, she's waiting for the run of Probst. Now she gets it, slides it into her feet. It's a 2-on-1 if Probst can pick her head up. A great job tracking back. Probst wins it. This is Probst, and pushed aside by Allen. Dean cutting in. Dean with the chance. Just over. Stoppage time, bringing out the best of Midwest United, but they're unable to find the breakthrough. Much of that thanks to the elastic goalkeeping of Emily Allen in the North Carolina Courage goal. That will do it. First half, chances at both ends, but still no score between Midwest United and the North Carolina Courage. As it's 0-0, 45 minutes down and 45 minutes to go. We're going to step aside at halftime, but we'll be back for all the second half action here on the U.S. Soccer's YouTube page, USSoccerDAAcademy.com, and the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Facebook page. At the break, it's Midwest United 0, North Carolina Courage 0.
Oh, thank you.
All set for the final 45 minutes between Midwest United and the North Carolina Courage. 0-0 after an entertaining opening 45 minutes that had everything but goals. And it's the Courage to get us back underway. Is this the first of, or just one of 318 matches that will be played at the Girls U.S. Soccer Development Academy Winter Showcase? And this match coming to you at the U-16-17 level as Dalton lost her footing at the top of the box. Nifty footwork from Arnold to get herself out of pressure. And the Courage will get the ball forward to Sapienza. Rides the first challenge and gets back to Arnold. Drilled into the feet of Abbott. And she will get it off for Salas. Holly Salas. Abbott picking a good time to step forward, but getting into the passing lane and winning it back is Midwest United. It was Famulak who won the ball, but now she'll have to get back as it's the Courage to go the other way. Oh, great job to win it by Probst. Gets the return ball. Just a bit too far ahead of her. DiPorno will poke it away. DiPorno gets there before Probst. And Probst will have the throw-in. Hooked into the box. Otto brings it down. And sent back in, but it's easy for Allen. As she will roll this one out for Salas. So the Courage will build out of the back. Forward for Otto. Has the beating of Salas. Otto at the near post. The tapping from Dalton. She misses. Dalton looking to turn. Otto as she's crowded out. Gets it back to Dean. Dean dances past two. Dean drives it in, and Allen gets down at her near post. Another chance goes begging for Midwest United. Great effort at the top of the box, just couldn't apply the final touch. They're looking to fashion another opportunity here. Dalton, and she's ridden off the ball. So it was excellent job tracking back. Great work from the substitute Addison May, who came in at halftime. The ball comes in, hits off the feet of May. Still might be something on. Unable to get it through the mass of bodies. And Sutton sends it back into the mix. On the backwards header, might be dangerous. Allen is out, and she's lucky to get to it in the end. So nervous moments for the Courage, but they survive as this one's rolling out to May. Addison May from Wake Forest, North Carolina, making her 7th appearance this season for the Courage. It's a heavy challenge. And it'll be a free kick as down goes Michaela Virgin, another player who came on at halftime for the North Carolina Courage. Salas will get it across for DiPorno. DiPorno being policed by Otto. Salas, great job by Probst to win it back. DiPorno has it stabbed away from her, but the Courage able to maintain possession. Have to be careful in the back and the high pressure from those front three of Midwest United. May has room to run. Virgin wants the ball outside. She's unable to track it down. It'll be a goal kick for the Grand Rapids side. Okarofo elects to play it short. It's inside for Dikama. Over the top for Bennett. O'Malley. And there's that high pressure from the front three. And the break is on. It's 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Played across. And that was an important touch. Otherwise, Probst was lurking right on the penalty spot. And it's the second quarter kick of the game for Midwest United. So this will be an outswinger from the far side. This one played right across the top of the box, skips off the top of the crossbar, and lands on the netting just behind it. Allen takes it quickly. Virgin in the pocket of space. Steps away from one challenge and will roll it back. Salas. Allen. Well, goalkeepers have to be so good with their feet in the game today. And Allen certainly is. DiPorno seizes the loose touch. Almost an awkward ball back for Allen, but she dealt well with it. And the Courage have a bit of room to operate in the midfield, quickly closed down. Dean is unable to smuggle it out wide, but Probst gets it there. Bennett has Dean and Otto to find in the box, plays it across, it's Otto! And good defending.
What a save.
Sapienza fights through two challenges and leaves it off. Hunting doing the defending on the far side. That's a good run. Good defending from Hunting, but at the expense of a corner kick. Second of the game for the Courage. And see there, Otto getting the touch, but great work from the defender to stay in front of it. This one comes in short. Probst onto the loose ball. Quickly double team, still battling for it. No foul, says the referee. Look at the way Brittany Probst gets back to win it. And this time she will get the free kick. Just the second foul called today by the referee. And flying forward is Anna Bennett. Salas comes across to get a foot on it and doesn't allow the cross. 53rd minute, still 0-0. Just trying to knife her way through was Tolentino, but it's Midwest United to go the other way through Dikema. Played over the top. Bennett wasn't making the run, so this will roll into the box, and Allen elects to play with her feet. Rolled into the feet of Quinlan, gets it out wide for Arnold. We'll spin away from the pressure. We'll go all the way back with it to Allen. This time she goes route one. It's Midwest United who overtake in the center of midfield. Abbott dispossessed by Dean. Slaloms her way through midfield. Gets it for Probst. Probst has a shot. And covering here near post is Emily Allen. This will be over the head of Abbott, so it's going to be a throw-in for Midwest United, who are getting set to flick the switch on a triple change. As coming off is Hunting. And the family lock will also come off. So both outside backs will get a rest. And Ashlyn Hay is going to check in for Anna Bennett. Great work from Anna Bennett. Tigerishly following the ball up top, winning it back and creating a lot of opportunities in transition was Anna Bennett. And on comes Hay for her 11th appearance of the season. Get you the numbers of the outside backs in a second. Here's one of them, in Taryn Deshane, who took the throw-in. And on the far side is Lindsay Cole. So Cole and Deshane in for Hunting and Famulak. On the defensive side, both outside backs being changed in the 57th minute. And coming in up top for Anna Bennett is Ashlyn Hay. Those are the changes for Midwest United, as we are nearing the hour mark at the Premier Sports Campus in beautiful Lakewood Ranch, Florida. And the funny thing to me is the Floridians are telling us that this is cold weather with the wind whipping across the plain. For those especially from Grand Rapids, Michigan, well, they would think this is summer. "23 FIFA regulation size fields here at the Premier Sports Campus, all of them equipped with underground irrigation. It's another substitution to be made by the North Carolina Courage. Played into the box. And Probst was well shielded off as this ball comes through for Emily Allen. Coming in up top for the Courage is Mackenzie Geigel. who has 8 goals in 7 appearances this season coming into this one, Geigel. Still waiting for her first touch, though, as it's Midwest United on the charge once again. Forward for Geigel, her first involvement. Slided it back, and that ball needed a bit more on it to be played into the run of the attacker rather than to her feet. But they'll get another chance. Oh, that was silky. Good hold-up play from May in midfield. Salas. Back in for May. Does so well of checking out and then into the pockets of space to get the ball. Virgin. May. She tried to drive it through. And it'll be punched out. That's a throw in for the Courage. Geigel has it headed away from her. She's a player that head coach David Maturin said puts herself in excellent positions, and it's one of those type of forwards that you love because when she gets the ball inside the box, she only has one thing on her mind. Has the ability to score all different types of goals too, Mackenzie Geigel. So far, she has to watch her side on the defensive end, but they do well to win it back via the throw-in. So this is inside for Addison May. Virgin has been really impressive off the dribble since coming on at halftime. And the overlap from Abbott. Lovely run from the outside back. And couldn't apply the cross to finish. Well, it was a great job by Abbott to pick her time to go forward, though. Saw the space open up, waited for the defender to look inside, and then took off. Just couldn't get the cross into the danger area, and it's a goal kick for Okarofo. Salas did well to step up from her center back position. Virgin. Abbott. Salas. Virgin. Steps inside the first challenge. Couldn't weave her way beyond the second. But it will be a throw-in for the Courage. For Midwest United doing a great job of bringing everybody up. Their lines are nice and compact, making it hard for the Courage to play through. This will be a call for a push in the back from Sutton by the referees. Blown the whistle on less than 5 occasions so far by my account. And credit to him, but credit to both of these teams for the clean game that they've played so far. These 4 refs, part of a crew of over 300 that are here for the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Showcase, the Nike International Friendlies. Between the boys and the girls, the U.S. Soccer Development Academy, the U-17 Boys National Team, and the U-20 Girls National Team in the Nike International Friendlies, a total of 568 games being reffed by the over 300 referees over the 2 weeks here in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. So the Courage work their way into the box. And the cross just a bit over hit. And Virgin unable to save it on the near side. And for these refs, if all those games weren't enough, they also have seminars and education classes as well as conferences for this week. As Dean is going to come off, and so will Probst. Talk about courses and conferences going on. The U.S. Soccer Development Academy is also having their Directors Academy course, and this is the first year that it's being offered to director or academy directors on the girls' side as well. So another first for the U.S. Soccer Development Academy. Is this just the second season for the girls, the 12th season for the boys? Other exciting things going on is that the U.S. Soccer Development Academy has teamed up with Stat Sports, who are working on a piloting program here at the Development Academy Showcase to check out and track new GPS tracking systems. So the players are all wearing those in their matches. It's a great combination between the U.S. Soccer Development Academy and Stat Sports as well. So plenty going on here on and off the field in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Played down the line, but cut off by Abbott. Beautiful cut to escape the attention of the defender. Inside for Arnold, and she'll roll it along. Oh, lovely footwork. And this will be a free kick for the Courage right at the top of the box. As it was Quinlan with the quick thought and flash of the feet to win that free kick. And it's Arnold in her normal position over the dead ball. Addison May has come over to add some intrigue as well. Three-woman wall for Okorofo. And it's Sarah Arnold. Skips under the wall. Okorofo spills it, and it'll be a corner kick for the Courage. Third of the game for the Raleigh side. It'll be an in-swinger from the near side. Over Okorofo's crossbar. Goal kick for Midwest United. Looked like the wind caught that one off the boot of Paige Tolentino. And Okorofo will play it short. Out wide for Deshane. Poked on, looking for the run of Dalton, who's moved up to the front three rather than playing just behind them in the number 10 role. And Allen wants options. DiPerno's opening up, and she'll get it inside for May. Otto providing the pressure, but May's able to get it out for Abbott. And she's looking to run. She's trying to slide it in through. Instead, she'll leave it off for Virgin, who gets it inside. May will switch the point of attack. And stepping in on the far side is Cole. Couldn't keep it in bounds, but good work by Cole. Has to track back, though. And this one sent forward. Dalton's chasing. Dalton has Otto making the run in if she can get it off to her in time. Dalton went down. No foul, says the referee. And it's the Courage to come the other way through Solace. Almost a loose touch, but keeping the ball for the Courage is May. And then it's popped over the top for Virgin. First touch took her a bit far out wide, but she's able to win the corner kick. And now the referee will hold up as she comes back to check on Dalton. And Dalton told the ref that she's okay, so he comes back in, but behind the play, she's still stretching out. So you hope that she's okay. So it's been really fun to watch her create for this Midwest United side. Another corner kick for Tolentino. This one stays in. Okorofo goes for it, misses it, and it's because she was fouled. Cole battling on the far side off of her last, so it'll be a throw in for the Courage. Was a lovely spin, but the pass was rather off the back of O'Malley. Still with the Courage, though. Cole did well to get a foot in. It's another ball to the top of the box. The shot charged down. Abbott seizes the loose ball. Was looking to get to the end line. Has a step on DeShane. Able to put in the cross. And coming back to make the clearance was a Midwest United defender. And now Dalton is going to come over. The question is she off or she's just coming to get some treatment? Well, Dalton's coming to get some water. Meanwhile, there's a Courage player who's down just outside the box. And that's why the whistle went. And some North Carolina Courage players are going to go over and get some refreshments. And some of the Midwest United players about to do the same. So a chance for both players to get some water while the Courage players being checked on. I hope that she's okay to continue. Couldn't quite see what number it was. A chance for Tony Deacon to speak to his Midwest United side and David Maturin to do the same with his North Carolina Courage team. Both of these clubs really happy with the matchups that were handpicked by the U.S. Soccer Development Academy for these games. Tony Deacon saying that this showcase is a great learning environment for his girls to play in and compete against different teams, playing styles, formations, and much, much more. And said it also helps us find ways to problem solve and really gives his players an understanding of what the level of play and focus is needed to be successful at the highest levels. It's also a chance for his side to see, how they stack up against other top teams in the country. He said, we're top of the Mid-Atlantic Division, but you never really know how good your conference is until you play other teams outside of it. And so the other thing is going into what will be virtually a 3-month break for this Midwest United side, is it will really give them a good understanding of what they need to work on during the futsal and development period before they head back to U.S. Soccer Development Academy League play. But that's not going to be until March 10th when they take on Soccers FC. All of the 318 matches here at the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Winter Showcase handpicked based on the team's forms, their style of play, and geography of their possible opponents, and many, many other considerations to ensure the most meaningful competition for all these teams who've come down to Lakewood Ranch, Florida. As it's going to be another corner kick for the North Carolina Courage, and once again, it's over the crossbar. So goal kick for Okorofo in the 72nd minute. Played through for Dalton. It's good to see that she's all right. And Otto left the starting gate just a bit too soon. Play goes on, but the offside flag is up. Now the referee spots it. And it'll be a free kick for the Courage. Now coming up after this, we'll turn our attention to the U-15 level with Real Colorado taking on Legends FC. That game will come to you at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Facebook page. USSoccerDA.com, and the US Soccer YouTube page. And tomorrow on US Soccer's YouTube page, we'll have the USA U20 Women's National Team taking on France in the Nike International Friendlies. And then on Saturday, it's right back to the Girls Development Academy Winter Showcase. So we'll bring you 2 more matches from various age levels. Abbott, unable to bulldoze her way through. Virgin, and she'll be fouled by Deshane. Free kick. An area that Midwest United will have to play it like a corner. Well, I wanted to lay out for that attack, but getting back to Saturday, those 2 DA matches will be the U-16-17 level Oakwood Soccer Club taking on Crossfire Premier. And then at the U-18-19 level, it's NEFC versus Real SoCal. Coverage on Saturday will start at 1:15 p.m. Eastern. And then on Sunday, back to the Nike International Friendlies as the US U20s will take on China. And that will be all she wrote from Florida, but still plenty of soccer coverage to come. And a free kick here for the North Carolina Courage. Tolentino whips it in. This is a better ball from Tolentino, and it leads to the opening goal for the Courage. A downward header placed to perfection. Goalkeeper rooted to her line, and the Courage open the scoring via the set piece. Believe it was Quinlan who got the final touch in that mass of bodies. But it was a textbook downward header back across the face of the goalkeeper, leaving Okarofo with no chance.
Goal scored for North Carolina Courage in the 75th minute by Riley Quinlan.
Riley Quinlan with her second goal in the Development Academy. And it's a big one as it gives the North Carolina Courage the 1-0 lead over Midwest United. The ball in on the free kick from Tolentino. And it was Quinlan who got to it first and placed her header into the far corner off the turf. A player last year who was playing for the Courage, but outside of the Development Academy. And head coach David Matarin said he's so impressed with the vast improvement she has made as behind the play, Sir Arnold has gone down with a cramp. The referee hasn't spotted it yet, though. And it's a free kick just outside the box for Midwest United. Arnold looks to be okay. She's getting back into position.
Is it 1-0 or 2-0?
Another free kick in midfield for Midwest United. Otto still battling. Salas able to get it away. And this will be a free kick for the Courage, who have the ball in the 1-0 lead, courtesy of a 75th minute header from Riley Quinlan. And now Sarah Arnold will make her way off. As she's going to be replaced by Kate Rodelli, who comes on for her 7th appearance of the season. So a straight swap. One center defensive midfielder off for another.
Substitution in the 77th minute for North Carolina Courage. Entering the game, number 17, Kate Rodelli, leaving the game. number 32, Sarah Arnold.
Dalton spins. Has 3 players ahead of her. Unable to slide it through. That's good defending. It continued though. It does get it this time. And the space is opened up. 2 players to find in the box. And Allen punches away. Forward for the run of Geigley. That she couldn't get by Matai. Is able to win it off her though, just can't keep it in on the far side. But wonderful running from Geigley up top. Not allowing Midwest United to just come right back the other way. Courage looking to win their 4th game on the trot. And they have the 1-0 lead. Midwest United trying to do something about that. Virgin. A great job getting back by Deshane. That's off of her last, however, and it will be a throw-in for Virgin. And the Courage will build through Solace. Geigley with the turn. As she pokes it through. And the shot dragged wide. Avoca Rofo's goal from Quinlan. Did such a great job to put herself in that spot though. The 2 center backs were opened up wide. I would have loved to have seen Quinlan take a few more touches towards goal. So it'll be a free kick for Midwest United. It's a Midwest United club who's had 27 girls commit to play in college in 2018, and already 19 girls have committed to play in college for 2019 and 2020. The U.S. Soccer Development Academy sensationally had over 640 boys and girls players commit to play college soccer in 2018. As they continue to develop players for the next level, whether that be college or professional. As it's great work from Geigley. Now dancing in the midfield is Rodelli. Oh, this is a strong run. The cross is in 2. Geigley gets her head on it and can't direct it downward as it's over the crossbar for a goal kick. But it was Geigley who started that move in midfield, and she almost finished it. Double change for David Matter inside as North Carolina Courage look to hold on for all 3 points, as these crossover matches do count toward the regular season standings. They're coming off as Abbott. I believe O'Malley has also made her exit on the far side. Popped over the top. Solace is under it. And she's able to scramble it clear. Legends FC have made their way onto the field number 6, as they will be playing in the second feature game at the U-15 level. That match coming up at 1:30 Eastern. Geigley pokes it through. Virgin. And pressure pays off for Midwest United. Dalton goes down under the challenge of Addison May. And it'll be a free kick for Midwest United. That's the center back, Ava Matai, who will take. 6 players bunched around the top of the 18 for Midwest United. Oh, it's a great ball right on the penalty spot. Still might be something on, and the equalizer is poked in. Set piece is a major factor in Lakewood Ranch as Midwest United respond with one of their own. Getting word that it was Reagan Dalton who got the final touch, and if that's true, it's her 10th goal in 11 games. It's the creator who comes up trumps and has Midwest United back in the match, 1-1 at field number 6 of the Premier Sports Campus. Tigerish work by Quinlan to win it back.
Goal scored for Midwest United FC in the 85th minute by number 11, Reagan Dalton.
So the goals coming 10 minutes apart. Both of them off of set pieces. Quinlan in the 75th for the North Carolina Courage. Dalton in the 85th for Midwest United. And it's all to play for in the final 5 minutes in Lakewood Ranch as this one slid through, but the offside flag is up against Eliotto. Up next for the North Carolina Courage will be Sporting Blue Valley tomorrow, and then they'll finish off the showcase on December 9th against Utah Royals FC Arizona. Midwest United is going to face off against that same Utah Royals FC AZ side tomorrow, and then after the day off for the 16-17s, we'll finish their showcase against Penn Fusion. But right now they're looking for the late game winner, and they might get it here off the crossbar. Rebound still there, and it hit a hand. Referee says nothing doing. Then driven across, and Emily Allen has stood on her head all game long as she pushes it to safety. So it'll be a throw-in for Tolentino on the far side. This match in its final stages, and it could still go either way. 1-1 between Midwest United and the North Carolina Courage. And it's United who are on the front foot. Deshane unable to get it by Salas. And skips past Deshane, coming over to help out was Eliotto, who has been everywhere today. A correction, getting back there was Olivia Dalt. You could see the frustration on Dalt's face. It was her header that hit the crossbar. So unfortunate. Quinlan, she's stolen in between the center backs again, but the shot was right down the goalkeeper's corridor. Brown played it down the center. One back by the Courage. Space is opened up on the far side. There's two players making their way into the box. Now the Cavalry arrives as the cross is pumped in. And wide open, but offside at the back post is Michaela Virgin. So the move dies with the referee's whistle, and it'll be a free kick for Midwest United. Dalt showing great hustle since coming on as a sub. One back by the Courage. So we're in the 89th minute. And this ball played forward for Quinlan to chase. Forward for Otto. Stepping in was DePerno. And it's DePerno again. Into the final minute of the 90. Will there be late drama here at the Premier Sports Campus, or will both teams share the spoils when all is said and done? Skagli will be whistled for the high boot. And Sutton will leave this one off for the free kick to be taken by Matai. It was her free kick that led to the equalizer for Midwest United. Is there one more knockout punch from the Grand Rapids side? So the foul is called against Hay. And now it's the Courage's chance to go forward. And there is space on the far side. That's a chance to measure and across. Played with a low trajectory as there's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time. Player goes down in the box, and the referee unimpressed.
2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the game.
Salas wins it. Played over the top looking for Dalt. Dalt continued her run, but DePerno plays it to safety. Sent right back the other way. Addison May. Unable to get by Dalton. Addie Brown dispossessed. And that's the Courage flying up the far side. Once again, two players making their way into the box. That's one back by United. The game stretched in stoppage time. And it's forward for Otto, and she pulls up. Looks like she might be cramping. Still chasing it down, though. Love the heart and desire from these girls. As Cole is going to be whistled for the push in the back. All hands on deck now, deep in stoppage time. Ball pumped into the box. Salas has made her way up. And taking up a decent covering position with Sutton as she'll smack it clear. So the throw-in taken by Stokes. Working forward at the top of the box. North Carolina Courage doing a great job with their high pressure to win the ball. Tolentino, she's looking to set the table with an early cross. It's a good ball in, but it's headed away by Sutton. Second and third opportunity. Dalt brings it down. And she'll win the free kick. Ava Matai will take it quickly, trying to get white jerseys forward. And another free kick won by Dalton. Now, correction, it was Otto who was the recipient of the barge in the back. Matai, it's another good ball in. May was able to get ahead on it. And the shot will loop over Allen's goal. And that could very well be all she wrote.
Jesus Christ.
So it's Allen's goal kick. Dalt. Oh, it's a lovely turn from Hay. She's quickly crowded out, and that will do it. An entertaining match comes to an end at the Premier Sports Campus, and it finishes 1-1 between Midwest United and the North Carolina Courage. Quinlan struck first for the Courage in the 75th minute, but Dalton answered back, poking home in the box in the 85th to share the spoils. A reminder to stay with us here, coming up at 1:30 here on USSoccerDA.com and the U.S. Soccer Development Academy's Facebook page. We'll turn our attention to the U-15 level, where it's last year's finalist, Legends FC, taking on Real Colorado. But for now, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from Lakewood Ranch, Florida, where it finishes Midwest United 1, North Carolina Courage 1.